When it comes to suspension trainer exercises, some people struggle with the proper position so that they get the appropriate intensity and the proper technique. So I'm going to go over a few examples of how to improve this. And the main rule of thumb that I like to follow with this is to always start your suspension trainer exercise at the end range of the position. And I'll demonstrate a couple of them so that you can see what I'm talking about. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the suspension trainer row. It's one of the most common exercises that you see people doing with this. There's a ton of variety that you can do with this movement alone, and there's a ton of variety of exercises that you can do with the suspension trainer, but this will be the simplest way to demonstrate my point. For the suspension trainer row, the full movement requires that you extend your arms, making sure that your glutes are tight, and then you flex your arms and engage the back so that you can pull yourself forward. Now, if you're not in the proper position, you might not have the proper intensity. The intensity for most exercises is dictated by the angle. So if I want more intensity on this exercise, I'm going to step myself forward so that I'm carrying more weight. If I really want to get intense, I get even deeper. Now, all that aside, the way that you start the exercise first and foremost is to find the end range. Elbows to your side, flex your arms back, then you find the tension. From there, you can find whatever intensity. As you walk forward, you can feel your body weight starting to strain the arms a little bit, and you can play around with whatever intensity that is for you. Another example of this is the suspension trainer press. It's the exact opposite of the row. Same concept applies though. This is the end range of the press. So from here, I'm going to lock it out and I'm going to step back at whatever intensity that I'm wanting. So if I had the space here, and this is going to be different for a lot of people, we have this attached to a pull-up bar so I can actually get under the point of attachment. Some of you might have it on your door, some of you might just have it on a wall, and you might not have that option, but either way, the farther back you go, the more intense it's going to be, and that's going to dictate the intensity. Make sure that whatever exercise you're doing, especially these two that I just demonstrated, see if you can find the end range before you get started so that you can start at the proper intensity. Most people, as they go through the reps, you'll instinctively feel what's right for you, but this is just an easy, quick way to do it. Remember, find the end range, go through the full range of motion. That is the other point that I want to make about this. If you're not going through your full range of motion, then the exercise isn't going to be as effective for you as it should be. So just a couple of quick pointers. Hopefully this helps some of you that are working with the suspension trainers.